Hello out there. This is Coffee Breakdown, and welcome to the Moon Sliver. Now, the only thing I know about this game is that there's no save mechanic because it's meant to be played in a single playthrough. And from what others have said, it's only about 45 minutes to an hour. So it's fairly short, but it's kind of like part game, part narrative walkthrough, and it's supposed to have a really good story attached to it, so I thought I'd give it a shot. Let's see, click the title to begin. Okay. Fair enough. Let's see. Hello? Okay. WADS to move, I got that. Toggle flashlight. Oh! Hello. Oh. Okay, so it starts you off on this, like, with the flashlight pointed at the ceiling. Because that makes total sense. Alright. So, I'm in a room with no windows. And... oh. Let's see. Issa was the oldest, and if not the wisest, certainly the most learned. She remembered when Josiah still lived, and she would sit on this crate and listen to his stories. Those memories, like so many others, were bittersweet. And I'm sorry if it takes me a couple of seconds to actually read the sentences, because I'm using DX Story, and I can't really figure out a way to turn off the FPS overlay, so it's kind of like superimposed on top of some of the text at the beginning, so it's a little hard to make out a few of the words. Let's see. Ellie was a sullen and beautiful girl, the youngest of all of them, with a mind unfit for lofty thoughts. She had once come in here to see if there was any old firewood. Otherwise, she stayed in her cluttered house, where it was warm and familiar. Alright, so we have Issa and Ellie. And let's see what else we have. What are you? Anything inside you? Daniel was a quiet man who spent his life lost in the books of old, or lost in his own thoughts. He wondered where the barrels had come from and who had put them here. Anything? Oh, wait. Okay. Abel loved Issa, and he loved Daniel and Ellie, but when his mind wasn't turned toward their well-being, it was filled with thoughts of bleak hopelessness. Sometimes he would rifle through the barrel. The promise of undiscovered trinkets raised his spirits, if only temporarily. And I hear... Oh, conserve your flashlight battery. Okay, alright. I hear wind whipping around outside, so I'm gonna assume... oh, wow. Yesterday, 4 people lived on this island. Now, only 1 remains. So which one am I? We have Ellie, Issa, or Izza if it's short for Isabel, Daniel, and Abel. Wow. This is actually kind of cool. I mean, the graphics may not be perfect, but... oh. Do I need to be concerned about this? Like some kind of sandstorm, or any kind of storm coming in here? Wow, alright then. Oh, this is cool. I mean, you immediately get that feeling of just complete, like, isolation, desolation almost. I mean, you can tell something happened here. I'm not even sure which way to go. It looks like there's a lot to do in each direction, so I'm just gonna head over here first. Wow. They got the sounds down pretty nicely. Okay then. Ooh, button. Can I press you? Well, I thought I knew what that was, maybe not. Because it said something about looking for an outlet to charge your the flashlight battery. So maybe that was it. Or maybe it's part of a puzzle. Well, we'll find out. What's over here? Oh, they reached the ruins and strolled leisurely through them towards the shoreline. Izza could remember— I'm going to just say Izza from now on. Izza could remember when the old buildings still stood here, filled with families. I'm sorry, he said, and he cried because he often cried during these talks. For what? She said. For a lot of things. No? Alright then. Anything in here? God, you immediately just get, like, thrown out into this, like, it's a wasteland. There's really no other way to describe it. We're old, Issa, said Abel, and we're getting older. We've been getting older since we were born, said Issa. She was always smiling. Abel never smiled. Well, maybe Abel didn't have much to smile about. How's that? If I lived here, I wouldn't have much to smile about. I mean, it is pretty in a weird sort of way, but not in a way that would make you want to stay around here for very long. Let's go inside here. Izza kept a oh, there we go. Izza kept a smile on her face, although she did not feel like smiling. Let's see. She sat down beside the flashlight. What about Ellie? Has Ellie mentioned anything to you? She said. She didn't take it either, he said. Nor did I, and nor did Abel, she said. And yet, it's gone. What's gone? Let me see. It's hard to see through that FPS overlay. The first couple of words are just completely blanked out. Let's see. Something junk cast shadows on the opposite wall. How do you know Abel didn't take it? He said. Because I trust him, she said. He's a dismal man, but he would never hurt any of us. Do you trust Ellie? Daniel didn't answer immediately. I trust all of you, he said, because that's how we have to live. So, I mean, they're pretty much the only 4 people left alive, I'm assuming. Daniel, you're the last one I gave the key to, said Issa. Daniel stared at the mysterious control panels. He didn't meet her eyes. He never met anyone's eyes. I didn't take it, he said. Why would I take it? I'm the one that told you it was missing. So we have trouble already between the 4 of them. Okay. Yeah, it is a charge box for the flashlight. Alright then. Let's move out here. And see what we have in you. I'm saying that she knows more than she's telling us, said Ellie. Now, so I'm guessing with each location that I visit, it's like more of the story is going to unfold in like bits and pieces, little sentences. What is your problem with the Izza? Daniel said, putting his book down. He was annoyed at being interrupted here. And charge again. I don't know how many times I need to charge this, but I figure better be safe than sorry, right? Let's see. Man, it's always the first 2 words that the overlay is directly over. One of them, something is that she's a liar, said Ellie angrily, fiddling with the knobs on the machine as she paced around. And that I have to keep explaining this to you over and over again. You don't know her like I know her. Exactly, you're not an impartial judge, he said. So someone stole something and the others were angry about it. What is that saying? Oh, no wait, come back. Okay. The chapel locked, and she's the only one with the key, said Ellie, leaning on the barrels and folding her arms. So you're saying she took it? He said. What, she took the key to the chapel? Oh, I wonder if that's the locked place that I was in before. Was this guy always like that? Well. Alright, let's keep going. Man, that wind. The sound is what makes it a lot more isolating than just seeing... Oh, turn my flashlight off. The mysterious liquid had drained from the tank and into the water long ago. How do we know it was mysterious? Maybe it was perfectly legitimate, whatever it was, even though it's out in the middle of nowhere. I wonder if I went the wrong way. This place was a forest once. These skeletons were all that remained. Oh, the skeletons of the trees. Issa could remember the glorious living trees, barely. A damp tangle of trees and foliage free to run wild and unkempt. Doesn't exactly look like that now. It's hard to imagine anything lived in this place. I mean, clearly there was a small community out here at one time. Then I guess at some point it was just down to 4. I mean, what did the apocalypse happen? And just 4 people were left? Come back when night falls. Alright then. What else do we have here? Oh my god. It's really good sound. I mean, that just completely adds to the effect. I think there's... I mean, I see things off in that direction, but... I don't know. I don't know which way I'm heading right now. This looks new. Pretty sure it is. Alright. Let's go this way. Who's lighting the candles? Am I the one doing this? They could make more candles. They couldn't make more wood, so Abel burned candles. So am I Abel then? I have to be one of the 4. I mean, it said basically there were 4 and now there's 1. Okay, I guess that's locked. What else can I find? Can I pick up any of these things? Key? Oh, right next to the box. Sure, why not? He watched Ellie put her clothes back on, his eyes unfocused, not really seeing her. She didn't say anything. Her lips were pursed in that eternal, ignorant scowl. He got up from the bed and opened his box. He used to believe that one day he could plant the last few seeds and they would be able to grow food again. But now he knew that the ground was poison. Issa had given the seeds to him for safekeeping. Issa loved him. Issa trusted him. His eyes filled with tears, but he didn't let Ellie see. I'm supposed to meet Issa for a walk, he said. She didn't answer. She just left. Oh, God. That's sad. All of that from the box, huh? Well, was that what I was here to see? No. Abel read to escape. Daniel read to feed his lofty, strange thoughts. Issa read to pass the time. But Ellie? As far as Abel knew, she hadn't opened a book in years. What did she do all day? He didn't know. Sometimes he worried about her. He worried about all of them. Were they as melancholy as he was? Doesn't really sound like it. Although, based on what just happened, who the hell knows? Let's see, I don't see anything else, so I guess we're done. Alright, well, let's move on to the next one. Let's go here. Man, who is keeping all of the fireplaces going? And all the candle. Oh, here's another key. Alright. Probably for another box somewhere. I remember when the moon still shined, when each night was bathed in warm silver, and the shadows were mysterious and friendly, and the island was a place of joy. That was many years ago. Since it disappeared, this place has become cold and stark, plagued by an inexplicable sense of loss and despondency. Daniel and Ellie are young. They do not feel it. They don't remember what the world used to be like. But Abel and I do, and we're both filled with longing for intangible joys that it can no longer provide, for friends that do not exist, for feelings that cannot be reasonably felt. When I was younger, I smiled because I felt like smiling. Now, that smile is a disguise. Wow. Okay, so something did clearly happen. What, did the moon, like, fall into the sea or something? She took the knife from the shelf. The blade was dull and rusty, but it was still pointed. She was not smiling. Okay. Okay. Well, at least we're getting a slightly clearer picture of what may have occurred. Oh, was that the key for this? Issa didn't know what the object was, but she remembered her father tinkering with it in his workshop when she was a girl. The workshop and the adjoining home were now far underwater. She was not a young woman, but even now, seeing it brought her comfort. Abel came in. "How do I get into storage?" he asked. She shut and locked the box. "I've told you before," she said. "I forgot," he said. "I don't go there often." "Press the first 3 until they click. Leave the 4th alone," she said. That's probably something I'm gonna have to remember, so, okay, press the first 3, leave the 4th alone. Alright. It's simple enough to remember, I guess. Oh wow, look at this place, so many keys. Oh, I need to find a place to go charge my flashlight. Shoot. Alright. Wonder if any of these... Those houses didn't have any place to recharge it. Shoot. Yeah. I may have to go back for a minute. Maybe it wasn't supposed to be over here yet. Well, maybe there's a place up here. We'll find out. They had to find a place to charge. Oh, there we go. Right? Yes, okay. Alright. So let me go back down. And... Alright. There we go. "What were you and Abel doing at his house yesterday while I was climbing the mountain?" he answered, casually flipping through the book on her table. It was covered in dust. Ellie was laying on the bed. Daniel came in. She scowled at him suspiciously and beautifully. Not sure you can do that at the same time. "What were you and Issa doing in the old power building? What were you talking about?" Alright. Was that all I needed to come in here for? That little bit there? Oh, can't pick you up. Whoops. Nope. Get back out there. Alright. I can't even get over there. I don't know if I'm supposed to get over there. Alright, well. Get up. No? Alright, fine. Didn't want to go over there anyway. Well, I kinda did, but whatever. Okay, that definitely... yeah. Well, I guess night's coming. Clearly. Oh, and the music changed. Why did it change so drastically? What did I do? I just went into somebody's house. I'm sorry if that's not what you wanted. Abel... oh. Man, it gets really dark when I turn it off. Abel often visited Daniel. He loved to talk, and Daniel loved to listen. Issa and I were out for a walk, said Abel as he entered. I thought I'd stop by before you got caught up in a book. Daniel put his book down. Hello, he said. His expression confused Abel. So Daniel knows what's up. Let's see. I've been thinking about life, said Abel, sitting down. And death. And uncertainty. Well, what else is there to think about when there's only 4 of you left on Earth? David stared at the pile of wood. He hadn't burned wood for months. Let's talk about Ellie instead. Abel was silent for a moment. What about Ellie? He said. Daniel didn't need to answer. Abel swallowed. All right, let's talk about Ellie. Oh, wow. That may explain why there's only 1 left after all of this. Oh, I am gonna need to recharge my flashlight before I go anywhere. I really don't like that new music. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's... actually, it works really well for this. This is a lot, like, spookier than I had anticipated. I thought it was just gonna be like a narrative walkthrough. Oh, but man, I can't see anything. Where am I supposed to go? Alright. This looks new. Kinda. Daniel sat with Ellie under the tree, his arm around her. So, I don't know. Sounds like they were quite the happy... I was about to say foursome, but that just comes out pretty... That just comes out wrong. Where am I going? Alright, so I was right there. I think this is the place that I first visited. Yesterday for... okay, yeah. This is where I started, okay. So I kind of made a circle. Now I just need to... what? Go this way? What am I looking for? Oh god. The night was wild and cold. Yeah, no shit. If every night looked like this, then yeah. Monstrous tracks leading from the hatch were brand new, but the wind quickly erased them. Oh. Oh, is this the... okay, so this is where that code was, right? So it was the first 3, and then leave that one alone. Hello? Oh, okay. Flashlight. And... there. Let's charge that up. Is that... I could swear I heard someone. Maybe it's just my mind playing tricks on me at this point, which is entirely possible. But this looks like it's going to lead to a new area. So I'm actually going to stop it here for now. I mean, I honestly don't know where I am at this point, but if I've already circled around the area, chances are that we'll be wrapping it up in the next episode, because as they said, it was just going to be, you know, 45 minutes to an hour. So we'll test that theory in the next episode. Thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know in the comments if there's another game that you'd like me to play. In the meantime, this is Coffee Breakdown, signing out. See you next time.